Hi, welcome to Simply HR channel. In today's session, we are going to discuss about the benefits or the advantages of having psychological testing methods in employment. So, when you are going for recruitment or employee selection process, you will choose certain psychological tests for a certain essential purposes. What are those purposes or what are the benefits that we are going to get if we conduct psychological test? That is what is the significance of this session. First and foremost, what we are expecting out of psychological tests are tracking of applicant faking. There are possibilities for employees faking their identities. Those kind of fake identities, misplaced IDs, or applicant is someone but the one who attends the interview is some other person. These kind of issues are very rare in employee selection, but still, if you have psychological testing in place, you can very well identify such kind of malpractices so easily. That is the first and foremost reason why psychological tests are being a part of employee selection. If the candidate really deserves the qualification that he claims, whether the candidate really deserves the experience that he claims, all these things can't be proved just by testimonials which are in black and white printed formats, isn't it? So to prove these kind of qualifications and claims of credentials, we need to conduct certain personal examinations. Those personal examinations, specifically in the form of psychological tests, will help us to know whether the applicant is with real caliber. That is the first and foremost purpose for which psychological tests are helpful to a HR. Next, reducing nepotism. When you have psychological tests in place, all the psychological test formats are scientific and objective in nature. They always have standardized measurements, standardized procedures, and standardized derivation of results and outcomes. So when you have something scientifically proven in place, there is no point of favoring employees, favoring applicants. Because you know him personally, you may not favor him because he is supposed to undergo certain sessions of selection process in which psychological test is mandatory, and when he is undergoing all these tests, you can very well prove that you didn't show any favoritism, especially for knowing favoritism for known people is called nepotism. So these kind of nepotism related issues we can either eliminate fully or at least reduce to the maximum level. Then reducing mistake of recruiting problem employees. Psychological tests generally help us in finding negative personalities easily. When we have negative personalities, it attracts negative features. So if you have 10% of negative attitudes in your organization, 10% of people, those who always feel negativism, spread negativism, they are not going to stop there. They are going to influence the 90% of positivism. So gradually your 10% can spread across, and sooner or later you will feel you have got more negativism than positivism. That kind of a challenge you can very well address when you have psychological testing in place at the entry itself. So at the entry itself, the problem employees can be easily identified. Then attitude of the employees can be easily understood. If they are not of our interest attitude, then they can very well be eliminated at the stage of entry itself, isn't it? They will not spoil the culture internally. What we have intact, the kind of culture, the kind of psychological bonding, all those things will not be affected if you have these kind of check mechanisms by psychological testing at the entry itself, so that you reduce the mistake of recruiting problem employees. Then one more benefit out of which the HR department is getting advantages of psychological testing is reducing labor turnover. As we already know, in the list of psychological testing elements, we had been discussing about personality and interest and IQ, emotional intelligence. All these four aspects will help us to identify the person who is really interested in your job, in the job that you are going to offer him. There are people, those who work just for the sake of 30th day salary. Those people will always be rolling stones. When they get 10 or 20 pennies extra, they will be jumping to the other organization. You can't retain them. But on entry itself, you check their interest, their the very basic requirement for which they are working. Are they really having any direction? Are they really interested in the position offered? Are they really motivated for such a salary? These kind of aspects you can very well check if you administer psychological tests at the entry level itself. So these checks when you make, the employee also understands that I had undergone all of this just to test my own personality, which will comply with the organization's personality. So he also knows. So when he is also aware of why he is given positive selection decision, why he is negative selection given negative selection decision, these reasonings he also knows rationales of why he is selected or rejected, isn't it? So in that case, selected people will always know why they were selected, and that kind of pride and honor they will also try to show and commit to the organization for the very purpose of that you have given them remarkable appreciation of their credentials, their performance. So that's the very essential reason essential feature by which we can reduce labor turnover. As you also know that these people are apt to our culture and our climate, he also knows this company is an organization which will take care of me. This is a right place for me. That kind of an understanding he develops. He shows and he upholds it when he is working with us. So he naturally develops the labor intention to stay, isn't it? So these are the major four benefits for which psychological tests are essentially conducted at employee selection. With this, let me conclude this session. Let's see in the next session. Thank you. Bye.